Hey, hey, hey out there, YouTube. Welcome to this live edition of In the Studio. It's Monday afternoon on February the 12th, 2024. We just got in from running the daytime errands. It is, like I said, a little after 3 here, 3:40 right now. And we're just going to be doing some live streaming while I'm working here in the studio, doing some video edits, working on some cuts for some short form content, and just doing some planning and strategy building for the rest of the evening. As I'm here, as I'm in the studio, the chat's live, guys. The chat is live. Go ahead and use that. Be sure and communicate with me. If you've got something you want to say, you've got something you want to comment, do that, say that. Share out the, the video. Share the video. Share the feed. Share the stream. Let everybody know that there's stuff here. It's supposed to be interactive. Now, other than that, I will be on mute a lot of the time, and I will be playing some of the other footage of things I'm working on while I'm working in the background. I will periodically be unmuting my microphone and coming to you and talking to you directly as the comments come through and everything else. So other than that, sit back with me, watch how this is done, and enjoy the feed, guys. Enjoy the feed. I'm going to come over to the split cam view, and this is the behind the scenes footage. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of all of this kind of jazz so that you can see what we're working with here. This is the behind the scenes. Camera number 2. Yes, that's you. Camera number 1. Microphone 1. Another one on the other side. Another camera here. That's right. So we've got a lot of things set up for you. I'm doing a lot of things to try to make this more interesting for you. And really the idea behind this live feed is to show you the inner workings, the behind the scenes, sitting in the office, what it looks like doing this stuff and being able to interact. We'll be doing screen sharing. We'll be doing video calls. Matter of fact, I've got a call here in about 15-20 minutes that should be coming in. You guys will be in on that if you're in on the live. And it's a networking call, so it shouldn't be any major deal. I shouldn't have to mute the microphone for that. You guys should be able to get in on it. So I'm excited about that. The beauty of it is when we come to you this way, I can also come to you as the talking head. I can come to you, full front view here. You can come at the side angle and watch the, that point of view. And for now, I'm going to go ahead and share this screen with you as I'm working on video edits for this, for the upcoming video. But here's the thing. What does your perfect day look like?
Okay, I have to think about it.
No, right now. What does your perfect day look like?
Look like doing things I love and building relationships with a lot of people.
Well, that's wonderful. Tell me exactly how that happens from the time you get up to the time you go to bed. I want to know what the perfect day is like.
Okay,
Tell me the
perfect day is
story.
like. Okay, okay, I have to think about it.
Well, what's your favorite time of year? Summer, spring, fall? What's your favorite time of weather?
My spring is my favorite time.
So you wake up on a spring morning. You wake up on a spring morning.
Yeah.
Right there in your home.
Okay.
And what does it smell like on a spring morning? What is it like in your home when you wake up on a spring morning and the sun's coming through the window? The first thing, right after the sun comes up, about 8:30, you should have already been up. But it looks real nice and real pretty, and the trees are looking great. What does it smell like?
Smell like it smell kind of very floral because of flowers and they are blooming.
Do you have a lot of flowers where you're at?
Yeah.
That's nice. So what do you hear? Are there any sounds when you wake up? What about your family or the birds?
Birds chirping.
Yeah.
Birds, squirrels, all the animals.
Well, that's pretty nice. So what about mom, dad, sister, all that? Are they hanging out? This is your perfect day, man. I mean, what's going on? Did they make you breakfast? Are you all fixing to go somewhere together? What does the perfect day look like? Or is everybody dead and you got some whole other group of people? I don't know what your perfect day is like. You got to tell me.
I have never thought about this scenario. I will think about it.
Okay, I'll tell you what. That's your homework, man. That's your homework. Figure out right now. Now, we're not talking about 10 years from now. We're not talking about when you're all grown up. But right now, today, if it could be your perfect day, I just want to know what it looks like.
Yes.
And it might be something as
Okay.
simple as I wake up and my family's there, they're happy, we have a nice breakfast together, and we take a vacation to my favorite place. We enjoy each other's company for the day, and then we retire, with a nice meal as a family. That could be the deal. Or it might be I went to school today, or I woke up and I felt powerful. I went to school and there were some bullies, and I was king of the mountain that day, and then I got a wonderful hot girlfriend at the end of the day. I don't know. You're in high school. You have all kinds of perfect days.
Okay.
That's what I'm getting at. There's no right and there's
Okay.
no wrong. Yeah, there's no right and there's no wrong. It's just
Okay.
it's create one and write the story of what it looks like to you, right? Because that gives you a visualization of a goal to have in mind. That's what it is. You're just painting the picture of if there was a perfect day, this is what it looks like.
Yes.
Welcome to the presentation. And they're filing in. Well, hello there, Kyle, Claudio. Nice to meet you. Welcome to the presentation. Okay, now that we've got everybody situated here, it looks like everybody's logged in, audio's working, the cameras that are coming on are on. So let's talk about what we're doing here. My name is Christopher C. Day, and I'm a small business investor, mentor, educator, and builder of many, many, many things. Today, we are here to talk about an investment opportunity that our company has designed for you, regular Joe. If you're joining us today, then you saw the ad, you saw the post. What we do is offer investment opportunities for regular, hardworking, blue-collar American people. That's what it is. If you are a non-accredited investor, someone who doesn't make $200,000 to $300,000 a year, someone that doesn't have $1 million worth of net worth sitting around, this is for you. We've got a little treat for you today. We've focused on several different types of asset classes over the past several years, have done very well. We've been working with private equity, venture capital, that sort of thing. And we've really worked to bring an investment to the table that works for everyone. Most of the people that we have been in contact for majority of our lives are regular, hardworking, blue-collar Americans who don't have $10, $20, $30, $40,000 laying around to be able to put into, a fund or to put into an investment. So, we said, well, how are we going to help those folks? How can we help our friends and family, the people who we actually care about, helping. And how are we going to be able to do that? Because they're not accredited. They can't join in these big major investment classes. They don't even have the money to do it, even if they did have the paperwork to back them up. It's just not possible for most of them. So we said, how are we able to put that together? Well, thankfully, we can now accept funding from multiple types of investors. And this particular asset class is a fixed rate note. What we're offering today takes the guesswork, takes the problems and most of the risk away from the equation, guys. Most average non-accredited investors just can't join into these types of investment classes like a fund or these, even a high yielding savings account sometimes isn't even plausible for most folks. Where are you keeping your money? That's the question. Where do you keep your money right now? Are you keeping it in CDs? Are you keeping it in mutual funds? Are you keeping it in a savings account in your bank? And if that's what you're doing, which is I think most of America right now, just keeping it in the bank, keeping it in their checking account, keeping it in their savings account, what kind of interest are you getting on your money? Provided that you're able to leave it there. That's the whole thing. If you're able to leave it there, what kind of interest rates are you even getting? Look, guys, these are the averages here. All right. This is pulled this morning, as a matter of fact. Bank of America, 0.01% is what you're getting on your money. Wells Fargo, 0.01. U.S. Bank, 0.01. Chase Bank, 0.01. Look, and you got to have $100 just to get in Bank of America, 25 for the others here. I mean, then you've got your minimum requirements every month. You got to have a certain amount of money in there. You're getting penalized. If you're not spending a certain amount, you're getting penalized. I mean, there's all kinds of things here. So even on the high yielding accounts, you're looking at a 5.27% return on your money. I mean, that's just what we're looking at today, guys. That is what average Joe can do with their money. That's what you can do. If you've got a little bit, you don't have a lot, and all you can do is stick it in an account and let it grow. That is the type of return that you can expect right now. So, like I said, what rates are you getting? The national average, folks, is 0.57% APY. That's as of January 14th. This is today. This is today we pulled this up, right? That's amazing. So, how can you guys get into something like this? How can you guys get into an asset class? How are you able to invest into businesses, invest into real estate, invest into larger deals when you're just not sitting on stacks of cash? When you're not sitting on a credit card that can let you just roll lines of credit around? How do you do that? Well, what we offer is note investing. Now, what is note investing? It's real simple. I mean, you guys can read the deck. I will be sending this out to you guys, but for the most part, folks, it is a promissory note for a loan. Just like you would do if you went and took out a mortgage, or if you went and got a car, or if you went and got anything else. It is a note saying that you are putting in, you're committing so much capital, and you'll be receiving payments and distributions over a period of time. That's what it is. It's exactly what it's called. Now, what we offer are fixed rate notes. Now we're getting to it. Just sit back with me and hang on. What are the benefits of note investing for a non-accredited investor? Well, I mean, there can be a lot of them, guys. Just diversification alone. The fact that you don't have a whole lot of disposable income or a whole lot of disposable capital, you generally can't stick it in too many places at one time. By investing in notes, you're able to kind of diversify that. So you may have some in real estate, you may have some in private equity, you may have some in venture capital. There's a lot of different types of notes that you can get into that we offer and other folks offer as well that allow you to invest as a non-accredited investor at a much lower rate, right? Now, what else is a benefit? What other benefits are there? Well, generally, you're looking at a regular income stream, right? That's what we're looking for. Everybody wants passive income, right?
Yeah, and I think that's hard, even if your spouse passes, to try to find somebody if you've been with them.
So you've got potential for high returns when you're invested in the types of things that we invest in. Uh, and it's a very short term horizon, right? Let's get to it. Let's go look and see what some of these are, right? Some of them are asset backed, some of them are inflation hedged. And the beauty is they're all accessible to you, right? The non-accredited Joe. So let's roll around. Let's see what we've got down here. These are the types of fixed rate, high yield notes that the RWC investments are offering currently. On the low end, we've got a 3-year note. This is just to dip your toes in the investment world and see what it's about. Understand and learn how to stick your money somewhere and let it start growing at a much higher rate than you would if you had it in any kind of traditional bank account. You've got a 3-year note, right, which means that it matures in 3 years. This note does cost $5,000, and it yields a 9% yield, right, annual percentage yield. So you're going to get 9% return on your money, and over a 3-year period, you're looking at a 27% return on your investment. It's a 127% complete return at maturity. Okay, because at maturity, which is your 3-year time, you're able to redeem your original $5,000. Plus, you've been getting monthly distributions of your 9% interest for those previous 36 months. Therefore, what you would end up making is, I believe it's $6,350 off of $5,000. Now, that is on the low end. That's what we're looking at. That's if you just need to get your feet wet into an investment. That's where you'd want to go. Following that, we've got 5 and 10-year notes. Look, both of these are just $5,000 or $10,000. These are things that you can do with your income tax. There are things you can do if you sell the vehicle. There are things that you could do that, if you got a healthy bonus at the end of the year, you can stick a little bit here and stick a little bit there, right? These are the types of things that regular Joe can get into, right? For a little old $5,000 and $10,000 get in to make a real investment. Now, what type of a return are most people even looking at for a $5,000 or $10,000 buy-in? Matter of fact, I'm going to switch back over and look at you guys for a minute, just because I enjoy doing it. Hey guys, how's it going out there? If you're watching right now, I'm about to jump on a call, on a Zoom call. If you guys want to be part of that, sit back and I will be getting to it momentarily. I'm just logging in right now, getting the day going. Now this is a networking call, so it should be fine. There shouldn't be any confidential information in here. You guys should be quite all right for that. Let me just get this going, get logged in. Get everything turned on for that. And if you guys happen to have any questions or comments, by all means, drop it down below and get that taken care of, and we'll talk to you as we go. We will talk to you as we go. Okay, I got that going. I'm going to turn that camera on. You have to give me just a moment to make all this happen. There we are. That seems to work pretty well. Alright. Well, we don't need to see that one. We need the webcam. Yeah, you need that up for sure. And do we need this? I guess we don't. No, we shouldn't need that. Or that one. Nope, that should be it. That should be what you need. No, you know what you need. You do need that over there. Let me get my webcam off of here. Okay. It just happens to be that I'm in there by myself right now. So what you're seeing is that capture device. That's what's going on. And that's fine too. Yeah, that's fine too. I just have to record a different way. Okay. Now see, a lot of this I'm getting into for the first time too, guys. I mean, I'm not a professional when it comes to streaming and talking and having calls and doing all that at the same time either. I'm just like you guys over here trying to figure it all out, get it all going, making it work, all that kind of jazz. So let's flip on back over here to the solo view. We've got this. You guys are listening to this. You don't necessarily need to look at the screen, I guess, for this particular call. That may not be necessary. I think I can do everything right here and just keep it recorded and confidential that way. I think that might be the best way to go about it. What do you think? Do you have a comment that you'd like to share? Is there something that you'd like to drop down below? I'm looking, I'm watching, I'm checking out that camera, and I'm talking to you. Yes, to you, the viewers. All right, I'm gonna play some music and mute this microphone while we get it all going. Now, one thing I'm not real sure about is if that music comes in and out as I change views and scenes and all. Look at that. My hat's crooked as hell. I don't know. It's a new one, and I hadn't broken it in yet. And it looks like it's made a little on the lopsided side, I think. Either that or maybe it's my head. Y'all tell me, my head look a little lopsided to y'all? It's okay. Just let me know in the comments below. I don't think I'm doing it on purpose. I have to just look at the camera and see. There you go. No, there's no mirror sitting in my studio. Isn't that amazing? I don't have a dressing room or anything. I'm definitely going to have to talk about the production team around this place. Hey, I appreciate you guys joining in with us, doing all that you do to be a part of the community here, learning, building, and growing. If you happen to enjoy this type of material and you happen to enjoy this type of content, which is live feed, a day in the life of, business owner, then hit that like button, hit that comment button, and hit that share button. And don't forget to subscribe. That's right, I asked you for the whole gamut all at once, man. I'm not going to spread it out and ask you to do this now and this later and try to trick you. You're much too intelligent for that. I mean, you're a sophisticated human being. That's why you're here on this channel. Now, I got to treat you as such, which means I'm just going to tell you, I want to grow. You want this channel to grow. So hit the subscribe button, hit the share button, make a clip, send it out on all the other socials. Tell everybody this is a cool place to come and watch. There might just be some entertainment here. There just might be a few golden bits of wisdom that come dropping upon or out of this old noggin every now and again. And there might not. There might not. Tell you what, as I get this call going, I'm going to go ahead and switch back over to, let's see, I'm going to switch back, well, I'm not switching to anything. What I'm doing is coming back here to my split cam. I'm going to bring in my screen. Okay, so you see that? No, that's the wrong screen. I'm going to bring in that screen so that we can do some work while we wait, right? Because that's really what we want to do here. Go ahead and mute that and watch what I'm going to do. Oh, I can't do it over there. That's the wrong screen. Here you go. I'll move it up there so it goes right on top of my screen so it looks just like that. And then here, I'll put this right in here so you can be sure and read it. I want to make sure that everybody can understand what's going on here. You know, I don't want it to be too small. You might be watching on a cell phone, and if you're watching on a cell phone, that might be too small for you. I just don't know. At the moment, we're going to come over here and do something else. What was it there, dear, that we were talking about doing? good morning. So it's another beautiful morning on the farm, and I'm just up having coffee and thinking, really watching a couple of videos and just trying to get going. And today, just wanted to tell you guys good morning. Tell you I love you. I hope you guys got to watch the video that I made last night. It was reading the book, the Minecraft Survival Mode book. That was the first in the series. The next video we'll be putting out is Freckle Juice by Judy Bloom, and that's for you, Annabelle. So, hey, I hope you guys are all seeing these videos. This is for Caleb, Kara, Annabelle, and Bobby. And I don't really know how else to keep a good. Let me take these off. Hey, good morning this morning, kiddos. Put my hat on so y'all can see that glare on my head. So, good morning, guys. Let me take these off. Hey, good morning this morning, kiddos. Put my hat on so y'all can.
That I made more in awkward by this little phrase which always sticks in my mind.
Share the screen.
And that's just saying bi-weekly. Okay, so here, premium pitch decks. Really, it was only the facilitator of the group that helped you.
Meeting that she
Okay, so I'm going to move. The way I look at it, even time, any of that, it's a product. Okay, so whatever it is that we have productized, we have product that challenge. So now what we have, that's something. What else? Hey, welcome to the group, San Antonio Business Owners. So, what kind of return do you guys expect for a $5,000 or $10,000 investment? That is the question. Well, I tell you what, I don't think I've started too many businesses for 5 or 10,000 that turned out to be a whole lot at the end of the year. That's the deal. It takes money to make money. That's the way that goes. Now, the beauty of this particular program is that you're able to come in at a small amount and you actually get a guaranteed return on your money, right? Isn't that beautiful? It's like you put in $5,000 today and you start getting a payment next month. next month. We're not waiting 5 years. You're not waiting 10 years. You're not waiting any of that. It's you put the money in today. You start drawing your interest payments next month. In 36 months on that low end, you're going to be able to, that your note is at maturity and you're able to redeem that 5,000 on top of the other 1350 you just made. Now remember, that's the low end. That's how you turn 5,000 into 6,350. That's how you do it. You're not going to do that in your savings account. You're not going to do that in your checking account. You're probably not going to do that trying to pick and choose the stocks that you think might go up. I mean, that's the whole deal there, guys. Do you want to just stick your money into some brand new startup that might go somewhere, that might be okay? Little risky, isn't it? Little risky. That's why we brought this to the table. We really wanted to help Average Joe find an investment vehicle, an opportunity that he can get into legally, right? Easily, and without too much issue, and to have a fixed rate of return. We've offered different offerings in the past that are like private equity funds, to where you get a distribution of profits, quarterly. But you never know how much those profits are going to be. You never know what that percentage is going to be like. And in truth, most of the average Joes that we know, regular Joe, regular blue collar worker, right? They don't have the disposable liquid just to stick out there for a year or 2 or 3 or 5 or 10, hoping that they're going to get a return at the end, knowing that all investments are a risk, right? Because in truth, that's the thing. All investments are a risk. We just really try to mitigate those risks, right? And the way that we've decided to mitigate those risks are the type of assets that we underwrite and back, right? Now, what type of assets are those? We do 2 things for the most part. Well, 2 and 3. We invest in small to medium-sized businesses, and we provide real estate transactional lending. Those are the 2 things that we do to generate revenue within this organization. So we've got another folk wanting to pop on in. Guess we ought to let them in. There you are. So that's kind of what we do. We focus on purchasing businesses, small to medium-sized businesses that generate an annual gross revenue between $1 and $5 million, okay, a year, and have a pass-through income to the owners, right, of somewhere between $250,000 and $500,000. As long as we're in that profit margin of $250,000 to $500,000 pass through, then we know that we can offer the proper return to our investors. So therefore, those are the only things that we invest in. We don't buy distressed businesses. We don't buy failing companies. We don't get someone out of a bind because they're, in a bad way. No, that's not what we do. We find profitable companies that have been in business for between 5 to 10 years minimum, and then have shown a profit on their tax returns, right? Not just in their little old QuickBooks, but on their tax returns for the last consecutive 3 years. Now, as long as we do that, we believe that the risk is completely, minimized for ourselves and for our investors. The beauty of these types of transactions are they create immediate cash flow, right? Immediate injections of funds as the business is already profitable and already operational, already have full operational and management teams in place. That is the number one thing that we invest in. The second thing that we invest in are real estate transactional loans. Hey, out there, YouTube land let's see. For those of you who might be just tuning into the stream, hey, thanks for joining and welcome, right? So in case you're wondering what's going on, we are working just behind the scenes here. We just got in about an hour ago or so from our daytime chores and duties, and are now working to do some video edits, turn some long form content into some short form content. We're using a little bit of AI to do that. I'm doing a little bit of back end work. For the most part, this is an interactive live stream. And what I'm looking to do is see your comments down below. I would like to talk back and forth to you about this stuff. Unfortunately, without a lot of conversation going back and forth, there's not a lot to say as I'm going through it. So I share the screen as it goes. Some of this is upload time, and it just come back to you for a while because it takes a while to do that. That's just all there is to it. It's a time issue. So now, In the meantime, I will have my microphone muted, and you can see some of the videos that I'm working on editing at that time. So you kind of get the first peek on a lot of this stuff. If you haven't watched all the videos on the channel, you're going to get to see the full length, uncut versions of some stuff that I'm working on. So it's kind of like you get the alpha, right? If you enjoy this type of content, hit that subscribe button. If you really like this type of content, share it with your friends and let them know it too. So, all right, I'm going to get back to the edit. I'm going to get back to the work and let you guys kind of see what we're doing here. Let me bring that back to you. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, hang on. I'm still figuring this out. Woo, there it is. Okay, I brought my screen back to you. You can see what I'm working on, and I'm about to go back onto the mute so that you can listen to that while I'm working on it. See, the thing is, you don't want to hear me sneeze and cough and burp and toot and do all the stuff that human beings do. You don't want to hear my dog bark. You don't want to hear screeching tires and all that kind of stuff while I'm doing this work. So we focus and let you just hear that. We figured that's going to be more beneficial to you and the experience you'd like to see. So now there again, the chat is live. So drop your comments below. Talk to me a little bit. Let me know what's up in your world. What would you like to discuss? Do you have a question about business? Do you have a question about video editing? Do you have a question about finance, money generation, wealth building, scalability in your company? Love to talk to you about it. Until then, I'm going to continue doing what we do, back to the grind, and you guys just enjoy. You guys enjoy. Wait, get out of here. That we provide to buyers, sellers, and wholesalers in the real estate industry. At this time, we do focus locally within the San Antonio and surrounding area, only because when I'm dealing with money, giving it to people, I don't like to do it with people that I can't ever see. That's all there is to it. I like to protect the funds of the people who join in our organization, the people that invest with us, and I think that's the safest way to do it, is stick with what you know, and what I know is local transactions. That's what I like to do. Now, what type of transactional lending do we provide? We provide earnest money deposits. We provide gap funding, double closures, that type of thing. An A to B and a B to C type transaction will help fill those gaps and provide those loans necessary. Now, the reason that we focus on those types of loan products is the minimum risk. In truth, the risk is so minimized that by the time we go to title and escrow, the waivers have been signed, and if something just goes south and the deal doesn't go through, we at least recoup our own investment, right? So, the time period on that, we're looking at anywhere from 15 to 45 days on average, to close. That's if everything is not great. 10 to 15 days is general for close. You got your inspection period. Once that's over with, we close on that and we get paid. So the fund generates income. Now, how do you get paid? How's that going to work? What type of product is right for you? Let's switch back over to the little screen share here, and we're going to go over a few of the things that we do offer. Okay, so that you guys are aware of the different products that we have. We'll go back over them. Now that you understand what it is that we offer, it is a fixed rate note. Okay, by purchasing these notes for either $5,000 or $10,000, you will agree to a term of either 3, 5, or 10 years. Okay, what that means is that you're going to be drawing a monthly distribution check on your money from the first month. 1 month after you invest, you will start getting a distribution check back into your account. So now, what do we invest in? As I said, small to medium-sized businesses and real estate investments. That's what we do with the money. That's what we do with the money. The products that we offer you so that you can get into that, because look, we all want to be business owners. We all want to have real estate. We all want to do all this stuff. But do you have time to do the fix and flip? Do you have time to buy the business, learn how to run the business, hire the team, do the stuff, and make sure that it's scalable and profitable? Probably not. And the thing is when you're coming at it from an investment standpoint, that's not what you're here to do. What you're here to do is put your money to work for you. That's it. Now, a lot of folks that are not at that accredited level or at that, $200,000, $300,000 a year level, really don't understand how to even do that on a major scale. That's where these fixed rate notes come in. On the 3-year fixed rate note, you're going to generate $1,350. It's a total of $6,350 at maturity in just 36 months. And that's the shortest term product that we have with the lowest payout. When you go to the 5-year note, you want to go for a full 5 years and let your money sit. It's the same $5,000. You're going to end up making $2,500 off of that, right? So when you recoup your $5,000, you're looking at $7,500. Right? So you got $7,500. You made 1.5 times your money in 60 months. That's awesome. The bank doesn't give you that, folks. There's nobody out there just handing out deals like that. If you move it on up, stepping on up to the $10,000 deal, look, if you got $10,000, you got an old IRA, you got an old 401k, you want to roll that over into self-directed IRA and then stick it into a note, purchase a note with it. You want to use your card, use your debit card, however that works, Cash App, Venmo, Bitcoin, what have you. We can do that too, guys. You got $10,000, you're going to get an 11% annual percentage yield, right? 11% APY. It's going up, guys. The more you got, the more you hold, the bigger the payout is. On this one, you're going to get $91.67 a month. You're going to total $5,500 on your money. $5,500. Look, that's 155% over that 5-year period. 155%. You're going to make your money and then another half. That's 1.5, guys. 1.5 on your money. That's beautiful. And it only takes you 5 years to do it. 5 years. I promise you can go to the bank right now and set up one of those credit builder loans. It's gonna be $200 or $300 or something like that. What is it, $1,000? Something like that. I think it's $1,000, something like that. And they're gonna take a couple $100 a month, what have you. You're gonna end up paying more, and then they're just gonna give you your money back, saying that you got still shitty credit. Or look, let's take 10 years. Let's take that $10,000 401k. It's been sitting there since 2 jobs ago, right? And let's go ahead and get this flat rate or this fixed rate note at 12% APY, right? That means next month, you're going to get a $100 check. And the month after that, you're going to get a $100 check. And the month after that, you're going to get a $100 check. And you're going to get a $100 check for the next 120 months, which comes out to 10 years. Look, guys, you're going to make $12,000 on your money. You're going to make 220% return on investment. That's what a fixed rate note does. This isn't some wishy-washy investment. This is not one of those deals that says, oh, if the business is successful, they'll pay us. If in 3 to 5 to 7 years, if they flip the house or the business or sell the property, then we get paid. Oh, no, that's not what this is. This is a fixed rate investment, all right? You are buying a fixed rate note. It is a purchase, is what it is. You are purchasing a fixed rate note. And I'm trying to say this over and over and over again because I want you to understand exactly the details of this, right? This is not a bond. This is not a security. This is not a stock. This is not a certificate of ownership or a certificate of distribution. This is a promissory note that has a fixed rate of return. Okay, it's exactly what that is. And that's what makes it legal for you, regular Joe, to come and purchase, because it's not a bond or a security or a stock that has to be registered with the SEC just so that we can do this. No, it is just like going and buying a business with creative financing, or purchasing a home with seller financing. It's exactly the same type of process, except what you get to do is invest into real businesses that make real profits today. Okay, the 5-year note at $5,000. Look, guys, 150% over the 5-year period, 155% over the $10,000 5-year note. The 10-year note's a 220% over the 10-year period. I don't know where else you're going to make that kind of money, guys. You're looking at over doubling your money, 2.2 times, right? 2.2 times, and all you got to do is let it sit there, and you're going to be drawing your money though every month, just getting that little old check. Now let's see here. How are you going to pay for it? How's that work? Look. We take credit and debit cards. We do wire transfers. We even take Bitcoin, Cash App, Venmo, Ethereum, and all that jazz. We want it to be easy for regular Joe to put his money to work for him. So if you are ready to invest, there's going to be a button on this deck that I'm going to be sending out to all of you guys. Now, what if $5,000 is still too much? What if $10,000 just seems All right, so our upload is complete on the other video that we're putting through video.ai, and I want to flip over to that so you can kind of see exactly, how that works and what it did. All I did was upload the video to the software. I'm going to switch over to the screen share. Well, wrong one. Hang on. Well, give me just a second. Okay, I may have to do it this way. Yeah, you know what? I don't have to do it this way. I can do it. Yeah, I can do it this way. Can I do it this way? I can do it this way. Wait, I can't do it that way. I must do it this way. I must do it this way. And I'm trying to, let's see, that's a device. That's not it. What am I trying to show them?
You're trying to upload, right?
Ah, yeah. Okay, off of this, onto this. Here you go. That's it. Sorry, guys, new to these controls, and I don't have my switchboard in yet, so I'm still doing this with a mouse. So let's go over and take a look at video.ai. It is complete in the editor, and let's take a look at what it's created for us. Now, this should have put together all of our subtitles, and they put the captions in and all that kind of jazz. Let's go ahead and listen to it and see what it did. Oh, one.
Yes.
Yeah. So that I think that being read. Okay. First of all, I'm going to shorten that to right there. We're going to cut that out. There we go. And see, I'm going to look and find a different template for that. Here we go. Too is one of the most important things, as a child. I think that it sparks imagination, right? I mean, for me, it always did. When I was a kid, I remember my mother, sitting by our bed and reading. Okay, that's good enough. I just wanted to add the captions to it. I'm gonna leave them right where they're at. I'm gonna leave them right where they're at. We're gonna download video the way it is at 720p, so that we can upload that as a short. And it doesn't take too long to get that, and we'll upload another video from there. So let's see. Now we'll go back to the video we're editing. Dream, like a dream. What if that's the case? What if that is the case? Well, guys, we do offer flexible payment options. And when I say flexible payment options, I'm talking about very flexible, folks. We're talking about monthly payments. Hey, if monthly's hard for you, maybe that's hard. Not trying to pull the wool over your eyes. Month. Okay, the very following month. So it's investment, money lockup. That's amazing, folks. I don't know how else to offer a better deal than that. So anyway, the live streams should be getting a little bit better. They ought to be getting kind of cool. I've been working on doing some presentations and all that kind of jazz. Been putting on presentations Friday, Saturday, and Sunday every week for the last couple of weeks with this hang on, I gotta figure out where I'm even at over here, y'all. Yeah, so I've been doing a lot of presentations, going with this new project we've been pushing forward. So we are looking at a whole bunch of, well, actually we're looking at a whole bunch. There's like 4 or 5 of them that we're looking at right now, little pieces of property that either are currently or will become little neighborhood convenience stores here in San Antonio, Texas. And those, we're looking at putting a development together and doing something. So what we've been doing is a live presentation on Fridays, once Friday, twice Saturday, and twice Sunday on, raising capital to put that stuff together and make it happen, from regular investors like you guys, And they say, regular investors, I ain't got the money for that kind of stuff. Look, guys, we got investments for low as $5,000, okay? I mean, you can get in. Don't worry, you can get in. If you're interested in joining in some sort of investment that gives you a fixed rate of return and knowing that, you're buying into cool businesses that are, real life things, but you still have a job and you still want to do all that, hey, I mean, this might be a place for you. It might be something you want to hit me up about later on. If not, well, we understand that too. So the problem is, do you live in that town and just stay in your little community and just never really be able to excel because there's not a place there that pays. And in truth,
Yes.
there's no one in that city to teach you to do your own thing. That's not a thing. No one works for themselves.
Yep.
A company from somewhere else will come in and you go to work for them. That's how it works in my hometown.
Yep.
Normal human beings in the city I grew up in don't realize that they can own their own business unless it's like a little cafe or a restaurant or like a little resale shop. There's always people that understand that kind of stuff. Normal people don't realize, hey, guess what? We need another hospital. We need another community event center. We need this, that, and the other thing, and know how to go fundraise and put those things together. Guess what? We need a children's organization that raises millions of dollars to help the handicapped because, 2.4% of our population has handicap issues in our elementary, and I think that we need more assistance. You don't have normal people that know what to do. All they will do is, write a letter and bitch and complain to the mayor for not doing something, at the school.
So they are
I have people
awesome.
connected to everything, and I try to stay connected with those who are in some sort of influence. I mean, I make a lot of videos myself. I'm on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, everything else. So I like to make sure that.
Good for you.
You have to be anymore, really. I mean, it's deal flow. That's where my deal flow comes from. I'm a regular guy that was in construction most of his life. So if I want to go buy a business, where is that going to happen? Social media. That's it.
And are you posting about businesses? Is that your content?
Sure, I post about all sorts of things. Sometimes it's looking at a certain company. Sometimes it's whatever it is that I do with this one business. Sometimes it's just asking the community, who do you know that does X, Y, Z? And then you publish that information, publish that content. I have conversations on Zoom all the time about various things, from mentorship to scalability, in your company. I've had people that, I used to own a couple of marketing companies back in the early 2000s. So I've still got clients that have been here for almost 15 years that I just help them move through their day-to-days. And really a lot of it's just counseling, to tell you the truth. I mean, in the end, that's what it comes down to is there's not a whole lot of business you can do, but people need somebody to talk to and need some sort of direction in their business. And, so I've made a little business of doing that over the years. And I use that content because a lot of these people, after all these years, I'm not charging them anymore. But I do have the content, and it allows me to build a little bit of reputation locally. I go to, like I said, a lot of networking meetings, a lot of different events. Because I do video documentation, most of the people in my local area have watched in the last 4 years me go from being completely homeless to owning almost 30 different businesses. So. Now I lost my spot. Yeah. Anyhow, I lost my spot.
You lost your spot.
Yeah, I don't remember what in the hell I was saying.
How you don't remember you were just saying?
That's part. Look, it's part of the condition. I do that. I don't. You had never noticed that. Look, I lose my train of thought.
Yeah.
It comes back to me. It does come back to me. And once I catch it, it comes all the way back. And in truth, I have feared for a very, very, very long time. Now, this has been going on my entire life. My dad used to give me hell about it when I was a teenager. I do. It loses my mind. It is gone. Whatever it is I was thinking about completely disappears from my brain. It's completely blank, and I'm actually at a loss, and it scares me and worries me that I'll not be able to remember. I've actually worried very hard throughout my entire life about the possibility of getting Alzheimer's one day and losing my mind, because I do very frequently lose my mind. It's usually for seconds. It's for seconds at a time, or a minute or two, or just until I get back on track. As soon as I get that little memory jog, it's boom, and it never left. I didn't forget it. I just got sidetracked in my brain. Never forgotten anything. Yeah, I've never forgotten anything.
Yeah.
I can tell you. As a matter of fact, I've got a video from Christmas where I was telling my mother a story, and when I was done telling her the story, she said, "Well, son, you weren't 8-9 months old when that happened." Oh, I
Look at
mean,
that.
I'm telling you, I don't forget anything.
Wow.
Yeah, I just get derailed. I get derailed.
Derail, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, how you doing out there, internet land? Welcome back to the stream. So, okay, so kind of the way that I'm working this out is this is an interactive stream. The chat's down there for you guys to talk to me. That's what it's about. Other than that, we're working here behind the scenes. I'm spending my my evening cutting video, creating some shorts, doing some things like that. I'm screen sharing with you so you can see the software we're using and how it works. As a matter of fact, I'm about to do that now. That's wrong screen share. Hang on, that's the wrong thing. How did I do it a while ago? Okay, well I did it just like this. And what I did was, let me see this. Let me drag this out for you. There you are. There you are. Now you can see what I got going on here. We're gonna go over to video. Well, it's still 64%. However, well, no, you've seen that. You do not need to watch that again. Let's look and see how we're doing on YouTube because we're still okay. We're uploaded on YouTube. We're good. So I can pick out. Well, I don't have another one yet. We've got to wait and get this thing finished and downloaded before we can even go further. So it's a time issue at the moment, guys. That's what it is. It's a time issue. Let's take it back down. Take it back down a notch, right? Back on over here to this fella right here. And I would love to talk to you guys. What is it that you do? What industry are you in? Where are you from? Where are my viewers coming from? That's what I want to know. YouTube tells me all kind of statistics, but I want to know the truth. Where are you? What do you do for a living? What do you get out of these videos? What do you hope to get out of these videos? Is there a certain type of instruction that you're looking for? Is there a certain type of communication you're looking for? Is there certain types of information, programs, plans, projects, software, any of that that would help you do your job, right? Or build your company or scale your business, right? Maybe you're just simply looking for those types of things and you're not sure exactly what they are. If that's the case, stick around. You'll watch me use a plethora of tools on the regular, and they all do something different, And I generally talk about them. None of them are like super pricey or anything. Everything that I do is real simple. I try to make it as simple and streamlined as possible so that I don't have to have issues and problems. I'm not the most technical guy, although I have been, online since the inception of the internet. But as far as just like tech related, that's not me. I don't know anything about cameras. I don't know anything about lenses or any of that kind of jazz, how to set one up. And I'm really not interested in learning all that either. I like a good old webcam where I can turn it on and talk to you. You can talk to me too. That's what the chat's for. It's true. Okay. Now, I'm going to go back over here and work on this edit a bit more. So, check that out, right? Hang on. Where is it? Where did I put it? Back to the split cam. And I'm going to, let's see, kill that one. And we're going to go back to this one here. I'm going to make it a little larger for you guys so you can see it as I'm going through it and as I'm watching what's happening here. Now, you may not be able to see the actual cuts I'm doing, and that's only because it's boring, right? So I'm letting this play through on the YouTube portion of it so that you can kind of get that without having to listen to me do all the jazz, right? In case you're wondering. In case you're wondering. All right, welcome to the presentation, guys. Today we are going to be discussing how to invest in profitable businesses. That's right, and you don't have to be super rich. You don't have to be mega wealthy. Heck, you don't have to be wealthy at all. That's one of the reasons that we decided to bring this to you guys. We understand that a lot of folks really are under the common misconception that it takes a lot of money, takes great credit, takes a huge network to do any of these things. And that's just something that's not true. Just a little background of myself. My name is Christopher C. Day, and I am an entrepreneur and small business investor. Over the past 4 years, I've video documented the exact pathway I took from complete homelessness to complete financial freedom. That's right, folks. Life happens. It happens to everyone, and it happens at different stages of life. Sometimes there's good things. Sometimes there's bad things. sometimes it leaves us in a place of trying to figure out what to do. Because this is pretty well what I've been doing most of my life is, building, buying, and selling businesses. I knew that that was not going to be a situation that was long lived. I knew that that was not going to be a place to where I was going to be stuck by any means. And I thought, video documentation could just be what this calls for. So that's exactly what we did is videoed the entire process from being completely homeless, sleeping on the side of basically off the side of the road, into now, with a full home and property and multiple companies that my wife and I own or own equity share in. And now we're bringing that to you to show you exactly how to do that as well. So how does that happen? Like, what does that look like? What does becoming an investor look like? Right. Especially if we're talking about not having tons of money, not having just an abundance of cash or an abundance of credit at our disposal so that we can use. That's easy, folks. We have built an organization for you, an organization that is designed for a regular, average Joe, blue collar, hardworking American who works every day, puts away as much as he can. The rest kind of goes to bills. And he or she wonders, is that going to be enough in the end? Is this that we're putting away going to be enough for that rainy day? Sadly, most of the time, the answer is no. It's just not. Your average American's only 2 paychecks away from being completely homeless. And that's something that, in my own life, I experienced that. I experienced what it was like to be so short from not having a place to live, not having the electric paid, not having a vehicle. All right, we're coming right back to you over here with the screen share. Let's see. Take that off for a minute. And let's check this out. I'll show you guys a little bit about what we're working with the AI. Let's check this out. All ones, right?
Does he know your shit story?
Oh, I don't know, but I'm not in the mood for that one right now. It's a longer-winded story, and it's like well, it is if I tell it properly. It is if I tell it properly. Sometimes if I'm not in the mood, I'll skim over a story, and it loses the pizzazz of the story. And that story is a beautiful story that you don't want to have lost on my not readiness. But ask
Not
me
ready.
about it. Ask me.
Next time.
Yeah, ask me about building $1 million company selling shit. Hey, that ain't no joke. You guys heard it here, and it's real, and it's true. That happened. That happened. You stick around, you're going to hear that story too. Now, if you're just wondering how that happened, it can be done, and I'll show you. I'll show you. That was a good little story, boy, I tell you. All right, let's see what we're going to do is I'm going to come back to, is that the one? That's not the one. Is that the one? That's the one. Okay. Now it says our video is done exporting. We have downloaded it. So now we're going to come back to the video and get to the next one. And you guys are watching the process. This is how easy it is. It's really not all that hard. I'm coming to videos. I've got all of my raw shorts right here. And here you go. Here's the next video. Boom. There, it's uploading. Now, since it's done, I've got this second one that's completed now. So what we're going to do is we're going to head back over to YouTube, and I'm going to upload that thing. Here it is. All right, we've got that. I'm going to reuse the details from one of my other videos, and that should be this one here. Not the title. Reuse. No, not that one. Wrong one. Wrong one. There. Here we go. Yeah, much better. All right. And what video is it related to? This one here. Next. Next. Public. You know what? Let's get that bad boy out there. Let's let the world see what we got going on today. It's some funny conversations. I like it. I like it. We're gonna close. It's already halfway uploaded as it is. Let's check out video just to see. 16%. It's a slow upload to video. I'm not sure exactly why, but it is. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna come back over here. We're going to go to the other screen that you really want to see, and well, we're just going to get back to it. Cool to get to and from work. And sadly, that's something that a lot of people that I personally know and have known in my life have gone through and experienced, and some still are experiencing today. I felt like if there was something that I could do to benefit those people, I needed to do that. And I built an organization. And that organization is called the Rich Wolf Club. What is the Rich Wolf Club? We're an exclusive membership club, guys, dedicated to building wealth and passive income streams for our members. And how do you do that? How is that possible? What does someone do in order to invest, these days? Well, that's pretty simple, as a matter of fact. Our club offers a couple of different investment vehicles. Right now, we are launching our private equity fund, which they call the PE1 fund. And this is our very first private equity centralized fund. It is a $1 million raise. And what we're doing is selling that off in 200 units at $5,000 per unit. So that allows, you can have the contract drawn up right there where they can see it. You can talk to your friends while you're out over lunch and say, oh, you want to get in? Here's the agreement right here. Boom. Let's do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's nothing.
No, it's a simple thing. It's a very simple thing. So it doesn't cost anybody anything to do this other than setting up the bank account and setting up the company. That's all.
Yes.
And that's just whatever your area charges to do that, So for us, like here in my area, it was $300, I think, something like that. So once we pay for all the fees, it's about $500, $600, But that opens up the whole bank account. That gets all the stuff with the taxes. That gives me everything that I need to just completely open up and start working for like $600. $600, man. That's super cheap. I got a bank account. I got everything going on. Look, the very first person that sticks their money in there gets paid for.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. This ain't hard, Suchir. All you have to understand is you're just trading paper.
Yes, we are trading paper. Oh, nice.
You're just trading paper, man. This is money isn't nothing more than non-existent digital dollars. That's it. Money don't even exist, man. It don't even exist. You don't need to see that money. You're never going to see the money. Nobody's coming to you with a briefcase full of cash with this. What you're going to do is you're going to sit down and you're going to have lunch with the person. You're going to have dinner with the person. And you're going to say, hey, man, you like the investment opportunity after you've talked about it? Yeah, man, how do I get in? Man, I'm going to send you a link, right, with all the stuff in there. And it's going to be a DocuSign package that has the subscription agreement that breaks down the payments. It's going to have the offering so that it tells them exactly what it is. And then it has the actual note, the promissory note that they sign stating, yes, I'm sending in this amount of money. We're expecting this. And then finally, there's the banking information, right, that shows for payment so that we can send it back and forth. All of that is part of the contract that states this is how you're going to get paid, this is when you're going to get paid, this is everything. All they have to do is sign it and send the email in. Okay? When they're done with that, when we're done with that, we'll send them the invoice with the payment information so that they can go ahead and send in, and that's called a capital call. It's when you're saying, hey, I want your money now. You said you were going to give it to us. Now it's time to do it. All right? We need it on this day by this time. Here's the capital call. All right? Here's the capital call notice. And then that's it. It has instructions on there for them to wire the money over, or they can hit a payment link and swipe a card, or, however that wants to work. That's all there is to it. As soon as they pay, we send them another document that is an acknowledgement of payment, or that says, hey, we got your thing and pertains to this. This is basically your digital receipt saying that you now have this, and then we send them a certificate of ownership. All right, all right. Well, okay, so that's as much as I've got some time right now to cut. I'm going to have to leave that at the moment. We've got several shorts that we've created out of that. If we, let's see, let's go back to a screen share. Let's see, we'll go back to, is that the one? That's not the one. Let's see. Well, we're at a solo. Hang on now. Let me get there for you guys. Give me just a second. Let me look it up. Let me find it for you. Let me do what I gotta do. Okay, there it is. Okay. I'm going to transition. Boom. All right. We're gonna come in here to see what all we, now we're only 65% uploaded there. Let's open up our files and see what we've actually created in our raw shorts. Let's see. Videos, raw shorts, and look at that. 1, 2, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You got 10 across. We got 3 rows. Okay, so 30. We got 30 shorts out of that one long form video that we did. And so far, we've uploaded the first 3. We are creating the, oh hell, the captions and everything else for the, for the remainders, and then they'll be uploaded this evening and scheduled out to post over the next, few weeks or so. So if you guys have interest or have enjoyed that type of content, if you enjoyed the type of stuff that we're putting out and what we're talking about, the subject matter, finances, wealth building, how to grow your business, scale your company, all of that kind of stuff. If you're interested in that, how to start a business, how to build one, stay tuned to the channel. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification so you do get notified when we go live, which is almost every darn day lately, okay? We're trying to do this several times throughout the week at least so that you guys get an idea of what it takes to put all this stuff together. Some of it we have more time for than others. Sometimes, I can only do it for a little while I'm sitting here. Other times I've got to do it, as I'm out and about in the field, right? So, hey, thanks for watching. I appreciate your time and, spending it with me. And, it's always more fun when you're not sitting in the studio by yourself. So, thanks for being here, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.